He is, champ. Yeah, he is, man. Big game here versus the Bills. Coming off a great win last night versus the Chargers. We're playing today. Tomorrow we're off. We have the Ultimate Team playoffs promo for tomorrow. So we want to go ahead and, probably get this game in right now. I might play my other game. Not sure when, but let's see what my brother wants here. He's calling right now. Hey, awesome. I'm on stream right now. How are you doing?
Hey, I just checked my time card. It says that I started at 5:15.
All right, sounds good.
I guess I won't be home because I have to work 5 hours. I punched in at 5:10. I thought that would go to it rounds like every 5 minutes, so I thought it would round to 5 o'clock. But so I won't be home. I have to stop by Myers 24/7, so I might just stop there because Walmart closed at 11. I have to get Fairlife milk. I'm all out of milk stuff. So.
All right, awesome. That sounds good. I'll see you when you get home. Okay.
Okay, I'll see you.
Be safe. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Well, I can't believe we sacked him on a handoff there without any inside stuff, outside stuff. That's absolutely ridiculous. What a start to the game. I think it counts as a tackle for a loss, though, not a sack and a run play. But what a way to start the game. What a run here by Henderson. Wow. The first play, I was able to blow up the run, but then ever since that one play, we just been ran on. What's up, Smokey? What's up, Chris? What's up, Neurology? Good to see you guys. Any Muff fans out there, be back to tomorrow, guys. It's a pretty good football team here, the Buffalo Bills. A lot of playoff appearances. I believe last year they didn't. It was a pretty competitive AFC, NFC. Even the NFC had the 7 seed have, I think, 10 wins, or it was 11. Probably was 11 because I remember it being pretty big. But nevertheless, again, we have a big game here, against the Bills. First pass play here for Penix, and it's going to result in a sack. Dallas Turner, loss of at least 15 yards. What a job there by the pass rush, able to go home there, working against that superstar tackle. Don't know what his name is, we'll check here in a minute. But 3rd down and 25, will they be able to convert this? That's going to be a drop. And there's no way you're probably going to go for this 4th down and 25. I would be shocked. And it's going to be a punt. Good job of the Dallas defense. They were getting a stop. They were only able to get one stop last night versus the Chargers with Devin Achane. And honestly, this is a big game for the seeding implications for both conferences. A win for Dallas not only keeps them in the 4 seed or better, but it also gives them a chance for the bigger picture of maybe that first round bye. They are a champ. They are, dude. What's up, Virus? Good to see you guys. So again, this is a team tonight that we're going to play this Buffalo Bills defense. Will Johnson, Nick Bosa, Matabike, Christian Gonzalez, some great football players on that team. Here's Sampson. He'll fight for about 7. I think honestly for me, probably my worst draft pick of the entire franchise was actually Trey McBride in, I want to say, the 2nd round, because there really weren't that many superstar tight ends. It was more position rarity. But the more I look back at it, he's just not really that overpowered. I mean, he's a great tight end, but we probably should have won a superstar corner or someone that could be more of an impact. But nevertheless, he still plays good football for us. Here's Schoonmaker, the backup tight end, give him 9.5. But, at the end of the day, I still think that we had a pretty good draft, but definitely the offensive linemen really paid dividends for us. We were able to go out there and have a pretty damn good, offensive line, and it's really showing. They're going to try to get Ibuka here underneath that deep blue, 1st down. There's Jalen Hurts' first pass to a receiver. Good job there by Hurts, staying strong in the pocket there, and he's been a great quarterback for this football team. Probably the bet, what a tackle, though. But I will say, probably the best part about this franchise that we have had no injuries from week to week. Knock on wood for, bad luck and stuff. But they're going to try to test McBride here. It's going to be picked. One-on-one, I'm not sure who that was, but it just shows you that, again, sadly, Trey McBride, one-on-one, unable to beat the safety there. Whether he's too clunky, too chunky, whatever, he's good, but at the end of the day, he lost his abilities because we didn't use him that much last year. And, just probably one of my worst draft picks all year. That's going to be a pick by Jalen Hurts, but really that's just a lack of effort by number 85. Just can't happen in my opinion. What a throw by Penix, first down. I love Penix's release. He's a great quarterback. We had him last year in the franchise. He developed well for us. He has great zip on the ball. Obviously, real life, how do you join franchise, Elite Echo? You gotta join the Discord, bro. We have 2 openings available, actually. Don't know if they'll make playoffs this year, but you have to play the long-term game. We usually don't have that many openings. The reason why someone left was not because they were busy. It was because they actually wanted to just take a break from the game. So at the end of the day, it's like, let's just see what happens here. Wide open, touchdown there to Woods. I don't know who that is, though. I think it's Jelani Woods, the in real life, it probably is, in real life Colt. But yeah, we had the Patriots open and one other team open. But yeah, join the Discord and then just go to it's called the lobby chat. The Discord's in my YouTube description. Vash, we will try our best, Vash. I mean, to be fair, some people have first dibs. I mean, we'll see what happens, Vash. I mean, I'll do my best, but some spots go really quick. Here's DK, almost in midfield there. And so far, these teams have 1 stop each. For me, it was an interception. And for the Bills, they had a punt. 48 total yards, both teams up. Daniel, how you doing, dude? Here's a play-action pass for Jalen Hurts. He's going to hit his running back in the flat. Dylan Sampson, he'll get about 7. And that will end the first quarter inevitably here in Dallas. And again, I think really the big part of seeding in the NFL, the way I view it, in Madden football, it used to not really matter as much, home field, there really is no home field, whatever. They actually took home field advantage out of the game. Oh, actually, no, that's a lie because they still have like the windy meter in Buffalo and stuff. Here's Sampson. So hard to bring down. Great ball carrier. Gives him everything that he has. First down there for the Cowboys. But I think back then I cared less about seeding, just getting the playoffs. But the more I think about it right now, I think a lot of things come down. It's going to be a risky throw versus Gonzalez. Christian Gonzalez there breaks it up. But I think now getting a higher seed, even in the real NFL, it's all about avoiding the number 1 seed. You don't get the number 1 seed, that's fine, but, can you avoid? They're going to try to find a Ibuka there in the corner route, give him about 9. But the higher seed you get, the longer you avoid the better teams. And so you don't want to get the 7 seed because not only do you play the 2 seed, but even if you win, you're not only on the road guaranteed, but it's going to mean there's a pass to DK. What a good pass. But what a better hit by Christian Gonzalez. However, it's still going to be a first down. Good touch pass there by Hurts inside that eye. Even if you win as the 7 seed, you have to guaranteed play the number 1 seed. So in real life, that would mean the Seattle Seahawks for the NFC. And Sampson is trying to get in. He won't get in, but he'll get a first down, first and goal. McBride is catchless tonight. The receivers doing great work. Ibuka and DK. Gerard is also catchless. Shoemaker has a catch. Here's a handoff to the great old line of Dallas. Touchdown, Dylan Sampson. He's able to get in. And again, he's been great for this football team. Don't underestimate how good Dylan Sampson is. Sometimes those smaller running backs. So what do you do to join? Just you gotta type in the lobby chat and just say I want to join, and we'll get you situated, man. Hopefully you know though that we don't do some mutt cheese and whatever. I mean, that's really the point of the league, is just have fun, play the game. I mean, obviously you want to try hard, but you know, it's not that you don't try. It's just we don't want to do like mutt cheese the whole game. It's kind of like a way of like proving your skill without doing like the same formation the whole game, whatever. What a hit by Walker, but not enough to get a fumble. 7-7 here to play quarter 2. All right, got it, bro. Yeah, we only have one spot open now, so it goes pretty quick. We play 5 seasons every year, and I mean, as of right now, we're in season 3, so we only have 2 left. Michael Penix, you got to watch out. Tight throw. There's Bishop, deep out zone KO. 2nd and 10. Got to stop Trayvon Henderson here. It's going to be tough. Handoff, left side. No one shedding. Secure tackler there by Cole Bishop. First down. Buffalo Bills right now approaching a possible 7-win start. Dallas already had their bye week. So right now they're trying to go 6-2 heading into week 10. I believe it is Broncos. It should be Broncos or the Pats. He lobs it up and gives them a chance, but it's going to be a touchdown. Alec Pierce. Very unfortunate there. He clicked on and went for the pick. Probably should have went for the swat. Bigger radius there. 14-7. Cade York to kick off. Shotzi's still in the league. He may have had a dev game, but I didn't give it to him. What I mean is I didn't get it for him. They're not really a bad team, Elite Echo. It's just their users left. Here is McBride. Give him 6. McBride getting involved in this passing game. What a great game he had last week, though. I believe over 130 yards. I want to see Quinion Mitchell, personally. Right back to McBride. Makes one man miss. There goes McBride. Trey McBride. Give him about 30. And again, folks, that's the secret of this football team is, after the catch, that's his shine, is Trey McBride, again, after the catch. Play action. Here is Shamike DK. Could be a touchdown. No, cannot get a broken tackle. And they are going to go ahead here and chew some clock. It should be 2-minute warning here. They are able to chew clock legally. There are some chew clock rules, by the way, Elite Echo. Can't chew clock until under 3 minutes. That way you can't chew the whole half and the whole quarter. Again, situational football here. You don't want to give them the ball back. You have one more first down chance at the 3-yard line. You're almost playing keep away from Michael Penix at this point with Puka Nacua, Alec Pierce, and that great Buffalo Bill offense. Sampson will hand the ball off, loss of 2, and they're not going to call a timeout. I probably would have, but 14-7, we're going to play on. We're going to call hike at 1 here. Underneath Sampson, dump off pass. Only 2 yards. 3rd down and 10. We're going to go verticals here and just hope a seam pass is open. If it's man coverage here, we could be screwed. It was zone. They're going to find McBride. He's going to get the perfect first down right exactly where it had to be. I would still call a timeout if I was Buffalo. You still call a timeout there. And you're going to see the smart coaching here chew the whole first half. Or at least we're going to try to. Here's the handoff. He did run commit there. Sampson to the 2. And Coach K is going to call a timeout here with only 14 seconds left. Again, the clock matters more in these football games where, quite frankly, getting a stop in this game is really difficult. There's no, working around it. Sampson is going to almost, I was going to say walk in the end zone, but a dive tackle there worked. And this is where we're going to do a single back pass. Hopefully he plays the run one more time or run commits. 3rd down and goal. They're going to actually run the ball. And that's not going to work. 4th and goal. And they will take their points. Only because they get ball at half, you don't want to go behind by a full score. At the end of the day, good job there by Buffalo getting a stop. I wanted to pass the ball there, but at the end of the day, we don't want to risk it. Not the best play call there by me, but at the end of the day, no major harm, no foul. Cam Little made a 64-yarder iced to win the game last night. They were down by 1 point from a 2-point conversion. The Chargers had great clock management last game. There were risks involved, but they were able to do it to where they scored with only 13 seconds left. But Coach K got a field goal in only 13 seconds. Here's DK to the 34-yard line. Tomorrow I'm going to probably stream around 3 o'clock, 3:15. I'm going to come home right away after school. Nice Elite Echo, nice. Underneath to Hunter. Hunter made one man miss, 1st down. You got to get a field goal or better here. 14, 13 is not going to kill you, but, at the end of the day, they might go deep here. Actually, no, they're going to win the ball. Sampson, no gain. McBride is wide open. They will pass it to him. McBride. Hard to tackle, 1st down. 4th catch for him. He's getting involved. They might try to go to Ibuka here if it's one-on-one. And he's not going to be one-on-one, but Hurts can scramble and he will. He slides, give him 9. And here comes the play action pass, try to bite the defense in and possibly get a score. Whether it's Ibuka or to McBride DK. There's the bite. Hurts is going to pretty much get nothing. It's a sack for 1 yard. There's Nick Bosa. First time we heard his name tonight. This has to be a pass play because they stopped him on the pass the last few times. Gerard, the rookie in the flat, 1st down. I believe his 2nd catch of the night. We're going to try to get a quick pass off here. Incomplete, 2nd and 10, trying to test Christian Gonzalez there, not going to work. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Here comes one of Coach K's mutt plays. The famous backdoor drag. Hurts able to roll out. Is able to throw a pick. It's going to be a touchdown. It's going to be across the line of scrimmage. They're down 15. They had McBride wide open. Just sucks that we couldn't stop our feet in time. 3rd and 15. No pass rush at all. Hurts finds DK for the first. Up in the pocket he goes, and I think that was just a lack of pass rush. Up in the pocket, textbook ball against cover 4. Middle of the field, first down, Jalen Hurts. What a pass. Hurts able to extend the play. He's going to get in the end zone. Jalen Hurts, touchdown, Cowboys. Long drive there for the Cowboys, but they finally connected. The X factor of Hurts, 2 rushes that drive, both meaning something. One was a first down and one, well, actually, no, one was for 9 yards, but still, great yardage. And then the other one was a touchdown. 17-14. Now you know why we kicked the field goal, because instead of 14-14, now it's 17-14. Good hit there by Zach Bond, 17-14. Well, yeah, I'll get you situated, Elite. I'll get you situated, dude. Probably after this game, if you want to comment your gamer tag, are you PSN or Xbox or PC, of course? Handoff, Henderson, give him 5. Injury timeout, Henderson is down on one knee. Some undefeated teams still in the league. We have the Falcons right now trying to repeat as not only NFC champions, but also for the 1 seed. Nick Chubb still has abilities. Backwards pass. Missed tackle, first down. Royals. Bruce Hand. Travion will return. Yeah, just give me your gamer tag. I'll invite you, dude. Appreciate you wanting to join, dude. Nakua, give him 6. This defense has got to be able to get a stop here. Coach K does have 2 field goal wins back-to-back. Back-to-back wins by 3 points or under. Handoff, watch out! Zach Bond, not an enforcer, but he has secure tackler. The reason why I like secure tackler and franchise over the hit sticks is, not only does enforcer not beat tank, and most superstar quarterbacks are going to have tank, but the CPU, when they do CPU tackles, you're going to have a better job getting tackles with secure tackler. Like right there, Cole Bishop had secure tackler. 4th down 5, it's undoubtedly 4-down territory here for Buffalo. But you got to be careful, because we are going to pass commit here on 4th and 5, and they're going to get stopped. Drew Phillips with the KO there. And Coach K gets a much needed stop here at home against the Buffalo Bills. Handoff, Sampson. Give him 6. Only 23 yards. Wow, 2 yards a carry for Dylan Sampson. 2.3 to be exact. Not much at all, sadly. And Hurts are going to get sacked. It's going to be, we're going to see who that was here in a hot minute, but that was a really good hot sack that time. Looks to be Grover Stewart. 3rd down and 8, and that will end the quarter. The good news is we are in field goal range, but at the end of the day, that's not going to really cut it. Maybe in the long run, but short term, it's not really going to do much. Another chance here for cover 4. We didn't have any pressure. Jalen Hurts. And it's going to be right where, wow. Coach K might do a fake sneak toss. That's a horrible call by the referees. It's a one-on-one block here to the outside. Fake quarterback sneak. Coach K with Sampson broke 2 tackles. Dylan Sampson. If Nate wants to be pissed, he has every right. We had Jalen Hurts loves it. One of the most underrated running backs in the league. He just broke 2 tackles. Dylan Sampson is a true warrior in this football team. But how about the guts of Coach K doing the fake sneak toss to the outside? They always love to suck them in and then go out on that. Because, you know, when you're in goal line, you think it's the sneak. You think it's a fullback dive, halfback dive. So they try to suck you in. They go out. And as long as you execute your blocks, it should be an almost guaranteed 20-plus yard run. That's the definition of execution by Dallas football. 24-14. Underneath, it's going to be a tackle to Nick Chubb. And they got to hurry up here. Any turnover, it might end the game. They got to be careful here if you're Buffalo. And risky throw. Royals. Be careful when you hurdle. If you come back down and you're hit sticked on the way down, it could be a fumble. Or on the way up. First down and 10. 5 minutes to play here in the 4th. Right there is Fred Warner on the tackle. First down. They're going to try a cover 0 blitz here. They might regret it, but let's just see what happens. They're going to try to guard Pierce. Pressure came. It was a beautiful blitz. 2nd and 10. Taking math in society and intercultural communications. What's up, Smokey? Yeah, good shit, dude. Yeah, math is fun, Mac. I'm glad you love it, dude. Nice. That's awesome, dude. Really, it is. I love it. They're going to pass commit here on 3rd and 10. Trust their men one-on-one. Here we go. 3rd and 10. Picked off by Cole Bishop. First down. Coach K read that curl route. That is the only good part about man coverage is curl routes are kind of bagged. They might be open, but definitely not wide open. McBride, that could have been picked. Give him 7. Coach K is not going to run the ball. I think he's going to play the run. He's sacked. 3rd and 12. And now Coach K has to get at least 5 yards to attempt a field goal. They can kick it from 65 in this dome. Question is, will they get that yardage? And again, he runs that cover 4. Abuka does get to midfield, and they're going to kick it. They trust Cam Little to kick this field goal, to make it a 2-touchdown game. Not a field goal and a touchdown game. It's actually from 67. Is that going to be good? Yes! From 67. And we had this much of the meter missing. That's why 99 kick power, if you don't have it, I mean, even 99 versus like 97, that's why you have to get a 99 power kicker. It has to be 99. We got Cam Little, I think, round 14 or round 16. Because we did 20 rounds in the draft, and we'll do it again next year, 20 rounds. You know, we might have sacrificed maybe like a 4th corner. You know, we drafted him instead of a 4th corner on our team because of depth chart reasons. But, you know, I think that, you know, having a 99 power kicker has come into fruition numerous times. Now they need 2 touchdowns and both extra points to win this game. The golden leg, there it is. Oh, for sure, Matt, the math professor, yep. Yeah, I miss a lot of my professors at Bowling Green, the D1 college in Ohio. Trying to keep him in bounds. Clock will tick. 3:15 to play. I would have maybe done hurry up offense there because now when you pick a play, we're now going to be under 3 minutes here in the third. There is Excel clock in franchise, makes the game a little bit more realistic. Puka Nacua with a spin move, first down, give him 18 yards, and that clock will continue to tick. They're going to go back to man coverage here and trust their men on islands. And Alec Pierce able to make a man miss. Touchdown, Alec Pierce. Horrible tackling there by the Cowboys. And now the Buffalo Bills are going to be a touchdown away from winning this game. You probably have to kick off because if you don't get the onside kick, I'm already in field goal range by Cam Little. So it'll be a 2-score game. And be careful with these short kicks. If we get perfect blocking here, we didn't. You got to be very careful there. Got it, Oyeko. Yeah, I will. Here we go. First down and 10. Play action pass. Hurts trying to scramble. Loss of 4. Grover Stewart again with the sack. Closing out games is very important in this football league. Here's Shamike DK, first down. Good pocket work there by Jalen Hurts, but a better job by the protection company. And remember, having a quarterback spy is nice, but don't forget to press RS to send the spy. First down and 10. Coach K chewing clock here is able to do it now under the clock to play. Sampson, give him 3. You have to call a timeout here if you're Buffalo, they do. You got to pass the ball here. I don't care what anyone says. We can't just run the ball here. And curl route underneath DK, and that's probably the game. Coach K will win it 27-21. They attacked his user right there. That is a strategy in this game sometimes. You go right at the user and, make them stay home on that read. And again, not that it's really, AP stuff, but you check that last pass play one more time. He was usering the slot corner, and Coach K just said, you know what? I'm going to go right at him. GG, Nate. That was us just saying, you know what? We're going to gamble. If he picks it, he picks it. He stopped there for a half second, Nate. You were probably like, you know what? Oh, shit, right there. And then you were caught in the middle. That was my goal there in the last play. But, yeah, tough game, man. I mean, it came down the wire, but that handoff to Dylan Sampson was bullshit, to be fair. I don't know how he did, because that was the most trucky I've ever seen him be, but we didn't even truck. So that was a little bit broken, not going to lie to you, but I mean, tough game as always, bro. GG, guys, GG. Coach K wins 3 in a row by 1-score games, really tough games versus these great players, but at the end of the day, man, these are the wins you look back at. If you get a higher seed, you're like, wow, we're very fortunate to win those games in the tight races. Shamike DK, 94 speed. We got him from the Patriots heading into year 2. We're going to probably give him better short route running here. So let's do slot. It's actually Shamir DK, not Shamike DK, my bad. So Coach K will hang on to the 4 seed. Washington's on their ass. Washington will play Arizona, I believe, tomorrow. I will now show you the team here. So let's just go over their depth charts, okay? So if you want the Patriots, The Pats have Jackson Johnson, a 99 overall quarterback. That's probably already the move. But the Patriots are automatically out of the playoffs. So you get John Taylor. Wow. Quinton Johnson, Dubs, tight end Kraft, O-line. Yeah, nice young right guard. Let's see the defense. Donnell Hunter, he's on his last leg though. BJ Ojolari. DTs, you have Buckner, last leg. So pass rush kind of sucks. Linebackers, you have an 86 speed young linebacker there. Wow, linebackers kind of suck too. Corners, McDuffie, not bad, but he's only star dev. Ringo's not bad, 95 speed, 6'2". Safety, you have a 90 speed safety, not bad. Benford, I mean, it's definitely a very offensive heavy team. Oh, you chose the Broncos, got it. If you chose the Broncos, then you are going to have quarterback Brock Purdy. Not bad at all, but he's star dev. ETN, not bad. Wide receiver, Noel, Judy, Wan'Dale Robinson, Tevin Ashmore. Let's see the defense. Donovan Azuarkiu, I have no idea who that guy is. Will McDonald. So, yeah, it's a pretty good team, dude. Let me invite you here. Let me make sure they're still gone. So I need to go ahead and confirm with the commissioners. So I'm going to go ahead and send you an invite here. So I'll get you to join. Right now we're full, but I think we have to kick someone. I'm not sure. So yeah, Keanu in the chat is a commissioner, so he can also get you situated. Yeah, I mean, we'll figure it out, Elite Echo. But I will say, though, right now, the Broncos are, of course, on bye week, so I can't see their record. But New England's 0-7. I know they're out of it. And then as for the Broncos, we'll just check right now, I guess. The Broncos, I mean, they're 3-5. They're mathematically still in it. All right, I'm going to kick in game here. So I'm going to kick Aaron and kick the Patriots. So I'm going to invite you, Elite Echo, okay? Good luck, dude. Everyone else, take care. Join Discord if you want to join the league, okay? Bye, guys. Tomorrow.